This is a big boys only video. What? He's so big. He's such a big figure. Today, hello, welcome. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another figure video. We're going to be opening up this gigantic box. Dragon Ball Heroes Bardock. Man, oh man, I have been looking forward to opening these. I feel like I say that every video, but I look forward to figures, man. I like figures. Today we're going to be opening up the Ichiban Kuji Master Lies Masked Saiyan figure. This guy was part of the Dragon Ball Heroes Ichiban Kuji line that we got a little bit ago. As you can see, his pose was based on this Dragon Ball Heroes card. How do I show you this? It was based on that Dragon Ball Heroes card. You can see it, the pose matches. I wish they gave you the card in the box. That would be awesome, but obviously some of the cards they're based off of are like really rare cards. They're not just going to give you the same card. I love that they put the card art in the background. That's so cool. And then obviously some Dragon Ball Heroes advertising. I did get this guy a little bit late. Obviously I'm opening him really late in terms of like when this video comes out on the channel. But I did order them from E-Night Media, of course. E-Night Media, I believe, or was it another website? Either way, they got their shipment in kind of late. So I ended up getting them even later, and now I'm unboxing them even later. So deal with it. Dragon Ball Heroes, baby. You know I love it. I hope you love it too. We're going to get into it. Let's take a look at the top of the box as well. We have the Toei Animation sticker with the Dragon Ball Heroes logo. We have actually unboxed one figure from this line before. That was the Last Prize Gogeta. That was mad long ago. We are going to compare him today too. We do have the Bandai logo, of course, because this is a Kuji figure. We have the Funimation sticker, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, Bandai Namco only because it is based off of the arcade game. Nani? He's not in Super. What? Thank you, advertising. Very cool. Master Lies, of course, because that is the line. And you have probably taken notice to this logo right here. This right here says Ichiban Show Figure. They're going to start on overseas versions of Ichiban Kuji figures putting this little logo, representing that this is a overseas version of the Ichiban Kuji figure. Now, what does that mean? It's sold overseas. That's it. There's no difference between the figure or the sculpt or anything like that. It is simply to dictate that the figure is for selling overseas and it is not sold in Japan. Because if you guys are aware, when we've unboxed Kuji figures in the past overseas, they just haven't had a Kuji logo, unless we've obviously gotten one that's like a Last Prize figure, which I know has had a actual Kuji logo on it. But now this is what they're doing. I guess it's just kind of to keep it on brand, and then since Ichiban Kuji doesn't exist in the States, then they can have a way to kind of dictate that, hey, these figures are from the same company line. You get the point. So yeah, that's going to be on Ichiban Kuji figures that are going to be in the States coming up. By the way, I don't talk about it often, but I think you probably see this sticker a lot on a lot of the figures that I unboxed, this Bluefin sticker right here. Shout out to the boys over at Bluefin. They are the people who bring a lot of these Dragon Ball figures overseas, and without them, we really wouldn't be able to get them unless it was from, obviously, buying them online in Japan, and even though you buy them online, you get the point. They bring a lot over, and if you look at your like local store where they sell figures, like GameStop has them, even Target is starting to carry some figures now. They will most likely have the Bluefin logo because Bluefin is just, I don't know, the people who bring it over. So shout out to the homies at Bluefin. This is not working, by the way. I'm trying to get this up so I can stick the knife under there. There we go, wonderful. And then get the tab. These boxes are a lot more hardy than the normal prize figure boxes, and obviously because these are Kuji figures, well, they have this type of box. And this Kuji in particular was a very big Kuji, I'm sure, as you can probably already tell. Holy mackerel. That is a big boy right there. Very cool. Alright, so we're going to take them out of the packaging. This is a lot of cardboard. Rip the environment. More cardboard. Okay, wonderful. I love how they have a little space for his hand, so his hand doesn't get messed up. That's cool. I think this is all one piece. Not to be confused with One Piece figures. Wow, okay, yeah, this is definitely all one piece. I'm not exactly sure how to get him out. I don't want to, like... no, you know what? We'll just cut it. We'll just cut the box. I do want to share, too, after we get him out here, before we actually take a look at him, I did get some of the extra prizes from this Kuji this time around. Ooh, and he looks very nice indeed. We'll take a look at him in a second. We'll set him right there. Ichiban Kuji, besides figures, does offer... Oops, well, there goes all the cardboard. Does offer some other prizes as well as their figures. I sometimes get them, I sometimes don't. Most of the time, it's stuff like this, which actually looks really cool in the light, but let me actually wipe the dust off for you. This is the prize H from this particular Kuji. I only got it because Dragon Ball Heroes. This is a clear file. Obviously, it's still in the plastic here. It has the Toei Animation sticker right there. This is, of course, God Goku with the Dragon Ball Heroes Capsule Corp logo. And as you can see here at the bottom, these were all of the options that you could get if you got prize H. You could have gotten the Blue Goku Vegeta, the Trunks or Rose, Super Saiyan 3 Masked Saiyan and Masked Saiyan King, the Super Saiyan 3 Xenos, the Fusion, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, the 4s in Xeno form, and then the one that I got, which was the God Goku. And on the other side, my boy Kumba representing out here. Very, very cool. So again, this is literally just a clear file. This is literally just for storing paper. There's no reason for me to take this out of the packaging because you get what you see. It's just clear plastic inside and then you can put paper in it. It's like a folder, basically. But Kujis have other prizes besides figures, and sometimes it's stuff like that. Sometimes it's posters. Sometimes it's little things like, actually up there, that little sketch of Goku right there. Let me zoom in on that for you. Was another Kuji prize. That's in the background of a lot of videos. So it's stuff like that they have for the other prizes in Kuji. So I figured I would throw that in the video because it is obviously from the Dragon Ball Heroes Kuji. And in the next figure unboxing from the Dragon Ball Heroes Kuji, there will be something that was another prize in there as well. But that was prize H. If you're curious, I did get that from this place called Otaku House. It is actually pretty cool what they do. They basically offer the Kuji for people in other parts of the world. You can buy a ticket for like $5 or something like that. And then they will pull out of the actual like Kuji box because they buy all of the prizes. And then they also buy like the ticket box, and then with whatever number you get assigned, they pick however many tickets that you've bought, and then whatever prizes you get from the tickets, they mail it to your house. And I just so happen to get 2 of the minor prizes from this Kuji, and I bought the figures separately. So that's how I got those, if you're wondering. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to find out more. Now, let's take a look at our boy Masked Saiyajin here. Where go? There we go. Okay, so love the clear stand already. Very, very nice. I really, really like the pose of this Masked Saiyan. He stands up pretty good. For the size of the box, though, he is a lot smaller. That's okay. Obviously, he is still bigger than like a normal Banpresto figure. But my gosh, does he look awesome. So, plenty of awesome muscle detail in the back. I love this weird hand thing that he's doing right here. Very cool, of course, that they included the tail. I like that they actually put detail into the armor here rather than just making it blind like they do with some figures. They did a very, very good job on that. I love the shininess of the armor on the front. A little bit of nicks of battle damage too in here. Obviously very, very nice. If we take a look at the Masked Saiyan mask, it is sculpted wonderfully. The red eye is kind of covered up by the shadow. There you go, you can see it. And then what I love about this one too is that if we take a look from this side, right, you can kind of see into the mask, right? It sort of looks like, I don't want to like break it because I don't think there's actually anything on the other side, but it actually looks like a mask, right? This is obviously from when his mask gets broken, and you can see part of Bardock's face. I like that they even included the scar there, right there. That's really cool. And then obviously his eye is red because he's still taken over by the power of the mask. But very, very cool. I love as well the detail on the pants. It really does look like fabric, honestly, which is really, really cool. Very, very nice figure overall. I love the armor too. They did a fantastic job with this guy. I have honestly no complaints, really. Maybe just a little bit of gapping in the hair area. It's not like the worst. Let me see if I can get it there. Focus. There we go. You can kind of see it like throughout here. Let me get it to focus again so you can see it, maybe. Yeah, you can kind of tell. Either way, though, it kind of looks like these pieces were like glued on rather than all being one piece is the point I'm trying to make. But a very interesting pose. Obviously, it's based off of the hero's card. I love how they did the mask where it looks more like a mask that's actually on his face rather than just being plastered on the figure. The detail on everything is really, really good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Not that I thought that he was going to be bad, but I saw some pictures and reviews of him, and he didn't look this good. So I am honestly pleasantly surprised. Let's take a look at him, too. Next to the OG Masked Saiyan figure here. Of course, he is a lot more of a beefier boy. Because that is the point. Excuse the dust. He's been on the shelf for a fat minute. They kind of tried to do the same thing here as well. But I think that this figure almost accomplishes it. You can't see because of their hands. There we go. I think that the Kuji figure kind of accomplishes it a little bit better. Simply because, well, I don't know, maybe just because they had more space to work with, but overall I think it looks better. Not that this figure looks bad by any means, but you can definitely tell that there's a lot more detail in this Kuji figure as a comparison, right? And it is rare that we have, I don't know, I mean, I guess not, but Masked Saiyan, right? It's literally the same thing happening here. These figures feel very similar, despite being very different with the posing and the simplicity in the paint job of this one, rather where this one's a little bit more detailed. And that's not necessarily a bad thing here either. It works very well for the figure, right? We also do have the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock from the original Dragon Ball Heroes line as well. This guy is a disgustingly heavy figure. I love the sculpt. I hate the stand. And how he kind of leans to the side like that, because that's just how he is made. But these guys look pretty cool together. Obviously, again, that body is literally just the body from this Masked Saiyan figure, and they just changed the arm a little bit. Not that that's a bad thing. Obviously, the hair kind of makes up for it, considering how much you get with him. But nonetheless, though, a very, very awesome figure. I really, really like Bardock compared to these guys. He's going to look great next to them on the shelf. The final thing that I would like to compare with you here, and with me here, and with Gogeta here. Yes, that's right, the boy that we reviewed before, the last prize, Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Gogeta figure. Bardock is definitely a lot less meatier than him, despite them being from the same line. You can see that they kept with the same theme of the clear stands. Very, very interesting, too, that Gogeta's is flat and Bardock's is, like, weird? I don't know. But these guys do look pretty good together. I do think that maybe it's just Gogeta's pants, because their arms feel like they're about the same size, but obviously Gogeta's pants are very baggy, because Bardock's shoulders are huge. And then obviously Gogeta has the vest on as well. But yeah, these guys do fit pretty well together, I would say, especially being in the same line. It is interesting to see how detailed the tail is here, and then there's like still, you know, like little notches in there, but it doesn't feel as detailed as Gogeta's fur. Obviously, I guess the Super Saiyan 4 fur is a lot more of a focus rather than just the tail for a figure. But yeah, that's Bardock for you. A very, very cool figure. If you're a fan of Masked Saiyan like I am, I highly recommend picking him up. He is a fantastic figure. Very, very cool. I would say he's pretty good for the price too. Most Kuji figures are like 35 bucks. I believe that's the price I got him for as well. So definitely look and you see if you can find him. I will of course leave a link in the description below to where you can pick him up. Of course, I mentioned in the beginning where I got him. Other than that though, that is going to do it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely look forward. The other Kuji figures that I will be opening from this set are the Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and eventually the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I ordered him a while ago, and again, the place where I got him, which I think was E-Night Media, you already know in the beginning of the video, was delayed with their shipment, and then they never got Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, I think, so I'll have to figure out what's up with that. But either way, though, I will get him eventually, regardless of what happens, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good 2 out. Peace.